Hey everybody, Sleepy Guy here. Okay, this video is going to be on CPAP, my experience with it before, how it went, during, and after. So at this point, we've been diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea, which is what I have, and which is what we'll be talking about from here on out as far as what I went through. It was about a week after the test that I received the Resmed 11 machine in the mail, and it was nice. They already set it up, preset it with the numbers that worked good for me during the sleep test. Now, before we go any further, I just want to say how important it is to go into this, and any medical procedure for that matter, with a positive attitude. Extremely important. You might deep down think there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. And honestly, I did too. However, you have to give it a try because it just might work. And I can't stress that enough. You have to go in knowing there's going to be difficulties, knowing it's not going to go very smooth at the beginning. You know, there's going to be that break-in period. It's a whole new thing and a whole new way of sleeping. However, keep a positive attitude because it might work really good for you. Resmed 11 machine. The link to all this information, the pictures I'll show you, is all going to be in the description. So check that out. I really have no comparison to any other machines, as this is obviously this is the only one that I've used. It was a good machine. What I liked about it is there's 3 things that you could control yourself once you get comfortable with the machine and you understand what each of the functions do. The things that I liked were it has a heated hose which keeps the air warm. You can also control the moisture of the air depending on sore throat, if you're getting a sore throat, or if the air is too wet and you're coughing a lot, you can adjust that. You can also adjust the pressure on it, and you can adjust the air pressure as well. There's other things you can do as far as when you start using it, you can use it to ramp up slowly as you fall asleep till it gets to the settings that are set for you. But I recommend talking to your provider. They'll give you all the information on that. They'll let you know what you should and probably shouldn't adjust, at least at the beginning, until you get a little bit used to it and what everything does. As far as using the machine itself is very quiet. You barely can hear it operate. What you can hear, though, is if your mask comes a little crooked, you'll get that rush of air come out because all that air is under pressure. So if you get a little leak around your cheek or mouth, it's gonna make some noise. That's what scared somebody away who never comes in the bedroom anymore when I go to sleep. The mask itself that fit over my nose and mouth, they have they call it a cushion on there. That's it's a cushion between the mask and your face. It's a water reservoir as well, and it's important that you use distilled water in it every time. And the water reservoir, unfortunately, is kind of small, and you have to fill it daily, which means buying distilled water at the grocery store or Walmart every probably once a month or so. Keeping the device clean, very important. You've got heat, you've got moisture in there. That's just, that you're just asking for bacteria and things you don't want to be growing in there. So wash the hose once a week. I wash my mouthpiece, the cushion on it. There's a little elbow attachment that lets the whole hose swivel on there. I wash those daily. It's important. You'll see when you start using it it's important to wash it daily. There's a couple small air filters in there. Those actually get pretty dirty fairly quick, so you'll have to keep an eye on those as well. The machine itself, there's no real cleaning that you really can do to it. It's just the hose, the mask, and that elbow piece that really need the cleaning on it. So I used the CPAP machine, the Resmed 11, for about a year. Like I said, it's very important to go into it with a positive attitude, which I did. The thing with my problem is I'm very restless sleeper. I'm rolling around a lot. And I knew this going in, but I had to try it anyway. And every time that I rolled around in bed, I'd wake up because the mask would get crooked, or it would pinch, something like that. If you're a sound sleeper and you don't think you move around so much, this would work probably wonderful for you. If you sleep on your back, this would work great for you. However, I don't think too many people with obstructive sleep apnea sleep on their back. The results, it was good and bad. Obviously, it was bad because every time I moved, I was waking up. So it wasn't resolving the sleep apnea. However, it helped to resolve the hypopnea, the lack of oxygen. So instead of waking up for that, I'm waking up just as frequent, but for a different reason. Now that's, I guess you could consider that a plus because I'm not choking or breathing, but that's only half of it. If you're not sleeping, you got your physical side, your mental side. It all has to work out, and waking up because you're rolling around, that's not going to work either. Okay, let's wrap up this video on CPAP. My impressions using it was very comfortable. It was very adjustable. I don't have any problems with it. Could use a bigger water reservoir, but other than that, the machine itself worked great. The app for it works good. It connects to your doctor's office when set up, so they can look at it remotely. Works real nice. As far as the overall process, it didn't work for me. And the reasons we talked about before is just moving. I move too much and I wake up too much. So although it did take care of the oxygen and the stopping breathing issue, I was still waking up just as much. So unfortunately, the Resmed 11 was not suitable for my experience. It didn't work for me, and that's only for me. I'm not saying it won't work for other people, but for me, it just didn't work. With that, the doctor talked to me about the Inspire device, which I'm sure you've seen on TV. Hey, Phil, where's your mask, or where's your hose, or whatever it is. It's not as rosy and as fun and everything as it looks like, but we'll talk about that on the next video. Links we discussed are in the description to support the channel as well. There's information on that. Like, subscribe, do all that. I'm not sure what that does. As mentioned before, this is my first time doing videos on YouTube. I'm not doing it for money, just doing it to pass on information. So I hope you get something out of this. Any questions or comments, leave them in the description. Thanks. We'll see you next time.